Are you looking to run your Spark cluster on a cloud platform? So today we will see how you can run a Spark machine on a Databricks. So Databricks in backend uses AWS and Azure to run the Spark cluster. So watch out the full video. I will give lots of tips so that you can have a Databricks account and you can run a Spark cluster for a lifetime. To create a free account on Databricks, I am using this demo Gmail ID. So first of all, go on Google and just type Databricks. So Databricks is the same company which is founded by the same founders of Apache Spark. On the right hand side, you will find out they will ask you about the information. Let's say we pass on the information. Okay. So in the company name, you can put any company name. In the Gmail ID, let us put the same email ID we have created. In the description of the role, you can put student. In the indented use case, you can put like for what purpose you are using. Let's say I'm using for the education purpose. You can leave the phone number as a blank, that is an optional thing, and just click on get started for free. Then the second thing and the most important thing here is it will ask you either you want to run using a free trial and a community edition. So community edition is a like free for lifetime, and the enterprise edition it provides you with a 14 days trial, but they have their limitation, and like after 14 days they will charge you some amount, but community edition is free for lifetime. So you need to use get started. So it will switch back to you, okay, and it will ask you to just verify your mail ID. So we will go to our mail ID. We will verify it by using the link, or you can directly paste that link. It will ask you to create a password. So as per your need or as per your preference, you can put any password. So just remember the password. And here we go. So we have created a Databricks account and we can simply use it. So it will take some time for the first time. It will take some time. So when it will be done, we can see here is like here we have created a cluster. Okay, so here is the platform basically. So to run a particular notebook, so first of all you need to create a cluster. So to create a cluster, you need to go on to this icon, cluster, then click on create cluster. After that, give a proper name. Let's say Spark Learning. Okay, or let me put it as a regex for now. Okay, and you can see it is providing you a one node cluster, and it is having a 16 GB of RAM and 2 core CPU. Okay, and in the bottom down you can choose what type of version you want to choose. There are multiple versions and the availability zone as per your need, and just click on create cluster. By default we haven't put anything, so just go on the first icon, or you can choose home also. Okay, or you can just go on the first icon, and from here you can create a notebook. To create a notebook, simply click on create notebook. Okay, give a name, let's say first program, and then choose the language, in which language you want to code. So we all know Spark basically allows us to create the programs using any of the 4 languages. Either you can use Python, Scala, SQLR. So for example, I am just putting Python for now, and you can choose the cluster and simply use create. Okay, so above you can see your cluster is running, and it will automatically allows you to attach it, and you can simply print out anything, like let's say print hello world, or you can start creating the data frames or RDD as per your demand. Okay, now you can see my cluster is in green state, that means I can run up So there are basically two ways you can run the task. The first way is using control enter. Okay, you can pass control enter, so it will run it. The second way is you can use shift enter. And the third and the simplest approach is you can go to this icon and you can click on it. So there are three ways you can run any Spark cluster and any cell in the same machine. I hope everyone has liked the video. Kindly just like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.